chilling in the hammock. Right, let's see if we can do this. Hi Maya, how are you? Oh, he's live right now. Fuck. I wanna go see Lidstone. He's live. I just went live. I gotta wait till it cools down and see if I can clean my car. I overfilled the oil. They helped me out because it wasn't registering. I guess it was too hot or whatever. It wasn't registering. And then, so I overfilled it. And then I have to, congratulations on my show. What show? Oh, on my workshop? I'm tired too. It was a long day. We almost got stuck over the thing. They fixed it, but oh, my car's all smoking, and I gotta find some way to. I gotta hose it down and cool it off first. And I need a scrub brush. Oh, for Janelle? The English with Janelle? Yeah, they're kind of nice. I like doing them like that. I want to post it again. I want to post. He sent it to me so I can share it too. It's just been crazy. It's day 30. I made it the whole 30 days, so we're here no longer. I don't know how long today will be, but we have 2 more signs to do, so it should go pretty quickly. And I did not hit 500 subscribers, but I don't care. I think that's what it is. Yeah, it was a little bit ago. My kid was outside. I'm gonna wait till it cools down. No, I want to try to hose it down. I'm a little afraid to hose it too much, but I want to make sure I can get some of that oil off, because Jesus. Man, I effed that up. Oh, I have vinegar. That might work. I'm trying to figure it out, because it's just like, there's a small leak, but they're going to fix it on Monday. I just gotta not rev it. I gotta drive it like slow and steady. That's it. Miss Grace is outside playing. She was in the car with me for half the day. I'm waiting till it cools down before I decide what I'm gonna do. But today will be, oh my god, I gotta stop yawning. Gemini and Cancer. I'm not sure which order, but if there's people in the chat and they want one or the other first, then I have no problem doing it. 4:04 on the clock. All right. So yeah, it was fun. I left them an awesome review because they were pretty amazing and they helped me out. I have to charge this phone too. I have a lot going on if I want to try and go out tonight, but I'm not sure that I can if I can't clean that up. But I gotta let my car cool down first, and then we'll see. See what I can accomplish between now and tomorrow. Why? So, lots of rest, but also make sure you're drinking enough water. So a lot of time the backache starts, especially if it's lower, when you're not getting enough water. Where's my kid? Oh, I can't see her because she's coming here. All right, all right. Oh, did you have fun? I can't stop yawning. I'm tired today. I don't even know why.
I'm hungry.
Why did you cry? You're hungry? You want Mr. Noodles?
Mhm.
Okay.
Can you say a lot of me?
You have 2 things of water right there. You want my big one? It's the same as yours, weirdo. Hi, Franco. Amaya said, hi, Grace.
Who's Twinkle?
I don't know who Franco is, but he came in, so we said hello.
What did he
When
say?
people come in, we say hello, right? Welcome in. Nice to see you.
Welcome in, I see you. We love you and
Oh, we love you.
don't forget to click into our channel.
Speak on it. Speak on it, cute. Ooh, I like your name. Just subbed and liked. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. It's day 30, so I made it the whole thing. I may do a bonus day tomorrow. Don't play with my phone.
This is for you.
Yeah, you're not downloading more stuff on my phone.
You want to download cat?
No, we're not going to download cats. Get lost.
You're not, because you don't have cat. You cute.
So I did the 30 days. See, I forgot what I was saying already. My kid, it's already been a wild day. We've been up since 7. We put a full day already. I'm ready for bedtime. And she was in the car with me for a couple hours. We almost got stranded on the other side of the bridge. It's been fun. Okay, don't get crazy. I got to start doing these readings. So for today, I'm doing the action steps and self-care, all that stuff for for Gemini and Cancer. So if any of you guys that are in here, we're not doing that. That's not nice. If any of you are in here and you want to hear yours first and you're one of the 2, let me know. Otherwise, you can go and watch the lives. They're all time stamped when they're posted for which one has which thing. You're laying down. You are sitting down all day. Go outside and play. Oh my lord. Alright, otherwise we're just gonna flip a coin. No, we'll flip the card. Cancer it is. That's how we roll around here. Ouch. But I did the whole 30 days. Maybe tomorrow I'll do 31. We'll see. I did not hit 500 subscribers, but I did set the goal really high. I started at like 260 or 280 or something like that. So I think that I actually did pretty damn good. And I keep forgetting to say it all the time, so there's that too. But we'll get there. So we're starting with Cancer. Oh my god, if I don't stop yawning, I'm going to lose my mind. Day 30. Cancer. Let's do it at 10 minutes. Alright. So, with the planetary alignments, with all the things going on in the world, I don't like to focus on other people. I focus on us. So we stay in our own lane. We focus on ourselves. And how I roll is we figure out what's the easiest. If we're going inward, depends on the energy, who's doing what. What's the easiest way to do your healing journey, to show up, be your best self? Oh, maybe those crystals. I like the sarcastic crystals. They make me happy. 9:29, yeah. Man, what a day. Already. The day's not even half over, but I can't do anything until I clean that car. Clean the bottom of it, because otherwise that oil's going to smoke everywhere. There is a small leak, they said. But also because the car is old, so like if it gets too hot, then it like will leak, right? It's gonna leak more. It's gonna smoke for a little bit. That makes me nuts. I don't know what to do. We'll have to figure it out. I'm gonna piss some people off. But it is what it is. Alright, Cancer. What's the energy for the month of June? Capricorn is status. Okay. Work diligently toward your goals. Searching for status. All right. Anything else to go with that? What are they doing to work diligently towards their goals? That's actually a really good sign. Moon in Gemini, indecision. Oh, and contentment. Should I stay or should I go? Learning how to make that decision and being content with the decision that you make. Are you going to search for status, or are you going to look for your own inner peace and work diligently towards your goals? So maybe you're sitting on a question or two, but I see at the bottom of the deck new beginnings and passion. So, and you are searching for your higher purpose. Okay, so I think you're just making the decision. You're like I feel like it's a crossroads, and you're trying to decide what you want to actually do. Do you want to search for status, or do you want to stay content in indecision, right? Because when you get stuck in indecision, you're not going to be able to move forward. So I hope you're moving through that, which is really, it's a good thing. I know it sounds kind of negative, but I don't think it is. I think it's you finally making a decision, how you want to move through your life, right? What is that? Did you blow something at me? What was that?
Water.
It was not water. Anyways, that's what I think's going on. So how can we help them with that decision? How can we help them roll through it? That's an interesting energy. Usually they're pretty happy. I don't feel like this is a bad energy, though. I feel like this is a self-care. That was too many, but that one, eh?
I want my cat.
Okay. There are only 2 ways to live your life. Yeah, you're at a crossroads, for sure. And I think you're working your way through the crossroads, which is, I mean, the only way past it is to go through it. So there are only 2 ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. List 3 ways in which today will be miraculous. Do you know a miracle when you see one? Yeah. I feel like the crossroads, like you already know which. I don't feel like you're as indecision as you may think you are. I feel like you already know to get to the status you actually want, you have to be content with yourself and move forward there. If you're not happy with yourself, you're never going to be happy with anything. Invoke the learning of every suffering you have suffered. Contemplate what it might be like to allow yourself to be more vulnerable in your work environment. What growth might this inspire? Yeah, being vulnerable is a huge strength. And many people, especially when they're searching for status, don't make space for that. It's unacceptable, right? Thank you is the best prayer that anyone could say. Find a way to thank someone who has been there for you when you most needed it. I don't feel like it's a negative energy. I feel like you're at the crossroads, but you already know which way you're going, what you want to do. I think you're just not sure maybe how to actually take that step out and do it, which is not a bad thing. That's like, but start asking those questions, and that will definitely help give you the answers. You got to remember, communicating with the universe is how we get shit done around here, around anywhere, really. Are you yawning? Oh my lord. Don't start yawning, Amaya. I'm already yawning. It was a long day, though. A lot of heat, too. Okay, this is the gratitude one, and you already know that's one of my favorites. Is that it? All right. Good. 3 it is. All right. The perfect man of old looked after himself before looking to help others. Take some time to be outside this evening, breathe in the fresh air, and breathe out the stresses of the day. Watch the sunset or reflect on the vastness of the universe as you stargaze. Enjoy Mother Nature and all she has to offer. Because one is connected with oneself, one doesn't need others' approval. Because once one accepts oneself, the whole world accepts him or her. Bring your attention to your body. Where are you holding tension? Take a few moments to relax. Yeah. This one's an interesting, it's like but to get through it, you have to dig a little deeper. And to dig a little deeper, you got to get past the expectation, right? I know it says status, but the expectation of other people, and realize that you got to, being stuck in indecision isn't going to allow you to be content with yourself, right? So you're working diligently towards your goals. You're just starting to understand that status is not what you're after. You're after peace and happiness and a joyful life, which is, status means nothing. Not in the meaning of this day and age, right? Status means nothing. It's how you see yourself in the mirror, how you look at yourself, how you feel every day. That's what matters. Almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you. Take some time to unplug today. Turn off your phone, shut down your computer, and reflect on your energy level. How do you feel? Do you need to prioritize yourself more today? Yeah, you're starting that makes so much more sense. Like, you're starting to put yourself first, not somebody else. You're not caring what's going on around the world, what anyone else thinks of you. You're starting to worry about how you think of you. And that's really good. Because if you don't put yourself first, you're always going to end up last. Because there's always a reason that somebody else shows up that needs something else from you, or needs a little help, or needs this, and then you can't say no, and that's the people pleasing we all know so well. Don't let yourself fall to the wayside, especially if you left your whole life doing that for everyone else. I think that's what you're starting to understand. You have to put you first. And many people that didn't know that only learn that when they're down and out and things have happened. I don't think you're down and out. I think you're moving through that stage. But I think that all of the things that happened throughout is what made it so complicated, right? But it's because the universe gave you nudge after nudge after nudge after nudge, and you weren't listening. And finally, by the time you had to listen, you were already, wore out, burned out, all those things. It's not a bad thing. It's just, that's the way it happens, right? So it's a little harder to climb back out of that. So, and you're learning that. You're learning that I need to take care of myself. We the Hathors, deep love. Yeah. You're starting to focus on giving yourself love first, not anyone else. You first, everyone else after. And that's how things balance out. Angel number 122. Good number. All right. Birth is a portal that ushers in new life. The Hathors are here to remind you that you're a child of the Cosmic Mother, and you're being called to be held by her deep, never-ending love and embrace. This is a tender, nourishing card reminding you to receive the deep, deep love of the Mother's embrace. The Hathors know that the journey on Earth can be rocky and lonely at times, but you're being reminded to rest more deeply in the Mother's arms. This is a card of extreme potency, of femininity, of creation, and of birth. You're being called to mother yourself and others, to surrender to your sacred femininity. I don't know why I couldn't read that. To create and surrender to your own creations, to hold and be held. You're being called to remember your place in the web of life and to realize that the Cosmic Mother is watching you every step of the way. You may be going through a transition right now, moving from one way of being to another. If so, you're being reminded that you're cradled in a sacred container, that you're more held than you could possibly imagine, and you have access to more love than your heart can bear. If you're struggling in any way, you're being reassured that things will work out. Open yourself up to receiving the overflowing love of the Cosmic Mother flooding towards you from every direction. Let it stretch your heart. The affirmation to go with this is, I allow the deep love of the Cosmic Mother to wash over me. I'm loved and I'm held. Yeah, that makes so much more sense. Also, at the bottom of the deck, you're not for everyone, right? Just be your most authentic you. You're learning to do that, but I don't think that you're outwardly doing it yet. I feel like you're going inward. I feel like you're cocooning almost is the best way. You're you're cocooning and you're at the crossroads while you're in the cocoon, deciding like, what do I want to do here? Do I want to continue letting these people wear me down, or do I want to show up for me first? And you're in the cocoon, starting to really like it in there, right? You're starting to be like, wait, this is kind of nice. I'm feeling a little better. I'm starting to like myself again. I'm starting to do what matters for me, and you're starting to like it. And that's so that crossroads, I don't think anymore. That's why it feels like, yes, you're at the crossroads, but you already know like where you're going. You're just stuck in the cocoon, uh, still giving yourself that extra love. But it feels like it's like that. It's like, oh, this is weird. I don't like it. And then you're like, while you're here, well, maybe I can get used to this a little bit. And I think that's kind of where you're at. You're like, man, and if I'm going to get out of here, I got to learn how to do this for me. So you're starting to choose you, no matter what crossroads you're at. And that's good for you. That means June should be a whole lot of extra stuff for you, a whole lot of abundance, a whole lot of joy, even in the chaos, a whole lot of quiet, fun times. Break the chains. Yeah, you're in the cocoon and you're learning what to release and what to keep. And what matters most is what works for you, right? What you're healing, what's going to keep you from perpetuating these cycles over and over, right? And you know the only way to break the chain is to choose you, which is good for you. Angel number 60, which is also your alignment, all that good stuff. Oh, I forgot to turn to page 60. That would help. Oh, stop yawning. My God. I think I just got too much sun. Look, my cheeks are getting pink too. You're being called to heal your family line or free yourself from living the life of your ancestors. Yeah. That's why you're cocooning, which makes so much more sense. This could mean letting go of an old pattern of your maternal or paternal line. Healing trauma from the past is not even yours, or observing old ways of being that no longer serve you. We carry emotional trauma in our luminous field for up to 7 generations back. This is why family patterns can be the hardest to break. Often, they are not even ours to begin with, but we do not know another way of being, so that we continue playing out the drama. The thing to notice when ancestral healing comes up is that you cannot heal another person, but your own healing can cause another person to choose to heal. Energy is freed up. You are being guided now to look at your life and decide how you want it to be. What ways of being or patterns are you ready to free yourself from? What part of your future do you want to rewrite? Now is the time to shake them off and dream a new future into being. What old ways of being from your family line are you ready to let go? Seek assistance from your support team, tribe, friends, healer, coach, etc., to begin freeing yourself from it now. Yeah, that's why you're cocooning, because you maybe don't even know all the ways just yet how to heal it. You just know things have to change. And that's a really great space to be, because knowing that things got to change, even if you don't know what they all are, allows you the opportunity to seek, right? And the cocooning is allowing you the time to put yourself first. Because if you don't actually know what true unconditional love actually is, you're never going to be able to give it or receive it properly, right? So when you learn to give yourself that unconditional love and show up for yourself like no one else could, you treat yourself a little differently. 25, 25. And that's what you're doing. That's why that crossroad seems kind of funky, but it's not. It's because you know what's got to go. You know it's not working. You just don't know all the ways that it's changing or that it needs to change, and that's okay. It's starting with you. That's why you're cocooning. That's why you're loving yourself. That's why you're doing all that work, 25, 52. Because when we start healing the inward, it's going to go outward and it's going to mirror back to us. And what doesn't will fall away, right? That's when you have to make those choices. You didn't even, the answers you need are coming. Yeah, when you start loving yourself and sitting with it, you get, that energy will come. You're taking a you've already taken some steps, so it's already a good thing. Like, and you're in that cocoon and it feels a little uncertain, but your hard work is paying off. And the answers you need are coming again. Bottom of the deck, what is this one? A personal issue reaches resolution. No more stressing, no more freaking out. Stay in that cocoon as long as you need. Love yourself until you feel confident that what you're doing is exactly for you. And yes, I'm sure a lot of my cancers that are much farther on their journey maybe like, this isn't a line for me. Well, it maybe doesn't now, but I'm sure it did. And if that was something you struggle with and you see someone trying to heal, I'm not saying go do it for them, but if you see them struggling, every once in a while a kind word or a little extra love, a little extra compassion goes a long way when it comes to that stuff. So it's not our responsibility to heal for others, but it's our duty to be good human beings. When you know you can do better, you should. Cancers, don't be mad, don't be upset, be proud of yourself, because every single step you take, every time you choose you, and every time you try to be a better human being, you need to celebrate it. Even if it's just a thought process, even if it's just something that you're uncertain of, never let somebody else's judgment cloud what's going on, right? Don't worry about what it's going to take to receive status. Who cares about status, right? What matters is, are you content with yourself? Don't get stuck in that indecision anymore. Sit in that cocoon, enjoy it, love yourself through it, build that flame, build that energy, and teach yourself what real love means. All right, this is going to be for, okay, say good morning to 5 people today. I definitely did that. Dear self, I like this one. In both the morning and at night, today use your phone to record a 3-minute voice memo of what's on your mind. I do that all the time. Verbalizing your feelings allows you to address them in a healthy way. Play a lighthearted prank on a close friend. It's okay to joke and be wild with your friends. Life isn't meant to be too serious. Hold on. I have to just respond to this one message. Give me a second. Good. All right. Sorry. It was an important message. Give me 2 more. There was only a couple. I'll take 2 more. Cancer, you're learning how to choose you. That is like, and you're learning how to want to choose you. Not just how to do it, but how to want to do it. And that, man, when you go through so much stuff and you're always put to the last, when you get the opportunity to choose you, like really choose you, not doing dumb things, but like choosing you, what makes your heart feel happy, what makes you look at yourself in the mirror and be proud, what makes you feel okay being your geeky self and not worrying about if people are going to judge you or not. That kind of okay, that kind of feeling good. And you're starting to really like it. And that's what's most important here. That cocoon is teaching you how to love yourself through the good, the bad, the ugly. And we all have the good, the bad, the ugly. No one is better or worse than another. Describe your ideal day in detail and write it down. Tomorrow, try to do as many of those things as you can. Think about every hour in detail. What do you do? Where are you? How does it feel? Literally write the script of your life. Change a password to a goal you have. Every time you enter your password, you'll be reminded of your goal. That's a positive reinforcement, and that's actually a really great idea. Well, as long as you don't tell people your goal. I don't know. I would maybe don't tell them all your goals. Keep that a secret goal. That way you're not telling them all your information. All right. Let me see. What? How is energy? How is Cancer feeling their way through this energy? What life force energy? Oh, story time again. You're shifting the paradigm. You're getting vulnerable. This one's really good. Crystal Keys. I haven't read this one in a while. I'll read this one. You're learning that being vulnerable isn't going to affect your status. And if somebody tries to affect your status with being vulnerable, that's a them problem, not a you problem. 22. Uh-oh. Sorry.
Can I go outside?
Of course you can.
Why? What's a sunny day?
What did you say, Grace?
Why is it such a sunny day to eat chips?
A sunny day to eat chips? Where's your chips?
Yeah.
Then eat them. Sorry. All right. Look at all my decks stacked up here. You want to give me some room on my desk, please? These are so long. I'm just going to read the meaning of this card because it's so long. Actually, let me read first and see what... This card is about deciphering wisdom codes. We may wonder how to access information regarding our spiritual growth as we navigate our everyday reality. This wisdom comes through our inner paradoxes. When we are truly present, awed, and in creative flow or a state of surrender, it may come as riddles and in the most unlikely places. Be inspired to find the wisdom hidden in those times when you feel triggered. There's so much information within our raw and intense reactions that when you choose to be present with what is coming up and peel back the layers, great spiritual insight will unveil itself in a way tailored just for you. If we could all learn to see our triggers in this bigger picture, so much confrontation and upset would be lessened. Power struggles and fear would diminish, and we would see greater compassion across the planet. Perspective and misunderstanding would shift, and the way people want to be loved would be experienced without distortion. These are the seeds for peace on earth. Yeah, you're learning what your triggers are. You're learning that they have so much information to teach you. They're actually telling you a lot about yourself, a lot about what you've endured, and they're actually teaching you that there's strength when you understand what it is. Sometimes things trigger you because you feel it so. Like, when someone's being mean and you just want to stand up for the underdog, even if they're not being mean to you, you see it and you feel that defiance, right? That protective mode. It's not meant to be a hindrance thing. It's actually a really, really good quality, but because it's triggered and the way we deal with it a little differently because we have a perspective of fear or some of the other emotions that go with it. Yeah, you just you deal with it differently. So once we peel back the layers and understand what each one is, then you know what the trigger is, and what happens is you begin to integrate it, and then there's no trigger anymore. Then that thing that you feel so deeply and care so passionately about, which is why it's a trigger, whether it's protection, safety, fear, anger, whatever it is, the trigger is there, and it's there to protect you or to protect those around you. And you're learning what they are, and you're learning how to understand them. And if you're struggling at any point in time, if you go to my Fire and Flow series, that's where we talk about peeling back the emotions to understand what information is trying to teach you, right? So don't get so caught up on it and take it one step at a time. It's not a one day thing, right? Don't let indecision confuse you. Don't let the idea, that you're fighting for some status, that you're just trying to get through it. Don't let that happen. Just understand that until you peel it back, you don't have to do it all at once. You peel back a layer, you understand it, you integrate it. And you can stay there for just a little bit, and enjoy that moment, celebrate that progress, and then move on to another one. The next one is grace in the grind, and the reason I did that is because it is a long journey, and when you're taking it, if you don't find ways to celebrate yourself, to give yourself grace and understanding those emotions, because you have every right to feel that way, right? To feel pain, to feel sadness, to feel grief, to feel anger, all of those, you have every right to feel them, right? So when we try to shuffle them away, all we do is cause disease and cause pain in our bodies and our minds, and it's not good. So learning how to integrate it and understand it takes time and it takes grace. And you don't have to have all the answers. You just have to have the next actionable step. And I think that's what you're literally leaning towards. You're in that cocoon and you're starting to understand, okay, well, how do I learn how to move forward? How do I choose to help myself? How do I show up and be the best me? And how do I choose me when I've been choosing everyone but me for my whole life? You're figuring it out. You're getting there, and you are balancing it out slowly but surely, right? So you need to celebrate yourself no matter what, because that cocoon, that crossroads, it's not there for long. And before you know it, just the fact that you're staying in that cocoon and you're taking that time to really love on yourself, to understand what it is you need help with, what you've been struggling with, who you are, your unique self. Honor your uniqueness. Thank you for making me so wonderfully complex. Your workmanship is marvelous. How well I know it. Psalms 139:14. You're starting to trust in yourself, in your own endeavors, and you're taking the time for you to just learn you, to understand all of the things. That's a big deal. It really is a big deal. And you need to take a little more time for that and enjoy that, because that's a good space to be in. Focus on God's love. Make every effort to keep yourselves united in the Spirit, binding yourselves together with peace. Ephesians 4:3. Sorry. Cooperation and partnership bring great rewards. Yes. Two people are better off than one, for they can help each other succeed. Ecclesiastes 4:9. Amen. Celebrate the beautiful gift of life. In the heavens be glad, and the earth let the heavens be glad, and the earth rejoice. Let the sea and everything in it shout his praise. Psalms 96:11. Amen. Stop yawning. Oh my Lord. I definitely get some pink cheeks. Got a little sun. Even I put sunblock on, which usually I don't, but I'm getting old. I don't want too many wrinkles. It's time to be adventurous and play. The flowers are springing up. The season of singing birds has come. The cooing of the turtle doves fills the air. Song of Solomon 2:12. If one of these calls to you, if it feels, just catches you, and you follow your intuition, pull out the Bible and read it. A little above, a little below. There's always going to be something that helps you, gives you peace of mind, allows you to answer those questions for yourself. Focus on your blessings. Yes, you will be enriched in every way so that you can always be generous. 2 Corinthians 9:11. Blessings of innocence and purity. God blesses those whose hearts are pure, for they will see God. Matthew 5:8. You're learning that what you want and what you were always trying to do was meant, might have gone a little out of hand, or it might have went sideways, but it started with good intentions, and you just didn't know, right? Sometimes what you don't know, you can't fix or change. So learning and understanding that is a really good space. Could you go back? Bring the open one and I'll give it to you. Bathe in divinity. His coming is as brilliant as the sunrise. Habakkuk 3:4. Some of these are hard to read. Well, bring it here and I'll give you some. It's mango. I'm going to make them in a minute. Let love light the way. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord will personally go ahead of you. He will be with you. He will neither fail you nor abandon you. Deuteronomy 31:8. I just have to finish this live. I'm almost done, but... All right. Give me the angel number for my cancers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shut up. Good luck, but it's also divine timing. Take your time. Wait to follow those nudges. Spirit guides, progress, justice, structure, systems, processes, discipline, and rules. You are on the right track. Spiritual guides are supporting and encouraging you to give your best effort. Success is within your reach. Stay observant of your surroundings and communicate clearly. Trust that everything will fall into place as it should. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're seeing that everywhere, it's a good sign. That's divine timing. Take your time. You don't have to rush through anything. There's no big status. There's no end result that you must get. Learn to enjoy the journey and slow it down. Give yourself that space, that time. 43, as I said that. Give yourself that time. You've been working so hard on all the other things, trying to please everybody your whole life. Learn how to please yourself. Because when you please yourself and you're happy and you're content with the person that you are, and you can look in the mirror and you can be proud every single day, how do you think God sees you? Aragonite. I like this one. Aragonite. What it is. Like iron patinaed flowers forged by tiny hammers, aragonite forms in geometric bursts called star clusters. It also occurs in the exoskeleton of stony corals and in the shells of most mollusks, protecting the squishy and fishy inside. Who needs it? Anyone feeling out of alignment, in need of a major reset. Where to put it? Meditation cushion adjacent. When to use it? When it's time to retreat to your shell or step out of it. If you want to be square with the outside world, First, you got to get square with your inside world. Call on Aragonite to help you set a healthy, sustainable balance. Find your center. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Stay in that cocoon. Don't rush to be out of it. Enjoy it. Learn it. Love yourself through it. This is that time. This is where you get to learn and master your own self. Enjoy it. Don't worry about what anybody thinks. It's not up to them. And if they don't like it or they're hindering you, then they have to go away. Walk away. Leave them all behind. Eventually, if it's meant to be, they will meet up with you again someday. But I'm telling you, when it's time to choose you, you have to learn to choose you, and you have to do it boldly, and you have to do it wholeheartedly. All that I love is more important to me than all that I fear. Absolute facts. I accept the gifts I've been given as a high service to the world. These are affirmations. When that worry or fear or any of that stuff comes in to your mind, ooh, my ear's starting to ring. One of these, start saying them. I am committed to bringing forth my greatness. I will no longer play small. My happiness is a direct reflection of how quickly I can shift my perceptions from fear to love. I communicate with ease and grace. People are willing to embrace what I have to say. Amen. Guidance is available to me now. I know that angels, ancestors, and spirit guides are always at hand. I do not walk alone. Yeah, you're starting to feel that in the cocoon. You're starting to see, and it's such a great feeling, eh? There is no such thing as a mistake. Everything happens in divine order, just like your angel number 1234, divine timing. I am being guided to learn and grow. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You're not too late. You're right on time. And just remember that. Don't let someone else's expectation or your own expectation of what you think it should be. Find contentment in your cocoon. Start loving yourself wholeheartedly the way you're supposed to. That's what I see for June. I think you're doing a deep dive. And even though you might be kind of on a crossroad, I think you've already chose the crossroad, and that is choosing you, right? You above all, which is the best thing you could possibly do. Don't change your mind. That's what I got for you, Cancers. I love you guys, and I hope this helps. Where's my pen? What time do we got? 48. And then who is on the other side? Gemini. Okay. Guess I should write it down. I can actually feel the heat coming off my face, so I do got some, I got a little bit of sun today, I guess. 48, so let's say, oh wait. So let's say 49. Alright, so let's start with Gemini. I don't want to stay too long on here because I got a lot of other stuff to do, and I got to figure out how to fix the car issue. All right, Gemini. What is the energy for Gemini for the month of June? What are they dealing with? What are they releasing? What are they learning? How are they moving through communications? Adventure. Okay, damn. Oh, and it closed. That's all that we needed to know. Scale mountains to gain a sense of achievement. Moon in Capricorn, accomplishment. Also angel number 22. You reap what you sow. Sun and Virgo, endeavor. So you're endeavoring towards your accomplishments with using practical. You're finding practical ways. I hear it. Where's my kid? Okay, I can see her. I gotta make sure I can see her. You're finding practical ways to move through it, and you're treating it like an adventure, and you're learning how to communicate with the universe. Own your negotiation and relationship skills. You're learning how to support yourself and communicate. You're getting stride out into new territory. You're getting out of your comfort zone, but you're being practical and you're trying to achieve your accomplishments. Um, and you're understanding that you reap what you sow. So you're doing it. You're finding the practical ways to do it. You're making sure you're checking with yourself. You're keeping yourself balanced, in tune, on the right path, not getting out of whack. That's exactly the way you should be. But I see the adventure. What really stuck out to me was the adventure and the hitting your accomplishments. The adventures and then the practical adventures is the best way to put it. Oh my God, if I don't stop yawning. Practical adventures. Just kind of neat. Just finding practical ways to get through those adventures. Hi, Sunnyside. How are you? I'm just doing Cancer right now. Pardon me, Gemini. I just finished Cancer. Happy Saturday. I hope you're doing really well. So what's going on for my Geminis for their adventure energy? They're being practical, which I really like. I appreciate it so much. I've been absolutely crazy. My car was messing up today, and then I think I overfilled the oil. I had to fix it. I went in. They're gonna fix it, but it actually has to go in for an oil change on Monday. So hopefully I didn't mess it up too bad. But I have to clean under the car because I know I spilled some, and just a mess. But I'm getting it figured out. Also, if you see my cheeks, they're a little pink. I got a little too much sun. Otherwise, I'm doing really good. I hope you're having a great weekend. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. Heed your inner calling. What is it that makes you different from others, and what unique expression do you most desire in this life? Yeah, like you're setting out on this adventure, heading towards your goals. But you're finding the practical steps, right? It doesn't mean you know them all, but you're finding the practical steps. You're understanding what it is. I am recuperating. Oh, yuck. But other than that, I'm doing well. Oh, yeah, Grace is, did she just go back outside? She came in for like 30 seconds and then left again. She's outside playing. What did I say? Endoscopy. Endoscopy. Oh, my God. Anyways, is that the throat one? I don't remember. I cannot remember, but my mom had to get a whole bunch of stuff like that. I hope you're doing really well. Throat widened, yeah. I knew I was pretty sure. Grace, what are you doing? You want to not trash the place? I was pretty sure it had something to do with the throat because my mom had that struggle a few times. My mom's had some health struggles. I hope she's feeling better soon, but I don't know what is recently, but I know she's had a lot of those. She's had a lot of struggles there, and like with cancer coming and going, diabetic, one thing after another. But you can't force somebody, like, as much as I want to help her heal and do the things, I can't force her. I always tried. We would bring her all the things, and she just is like, yeah, I don't want to do it. So, 54-45, you can't make somebody do what they don't want to do. So, Hi, hope you're well. Does Merched love me? I don't know, but I'm going to tell you. Um, how I do things around here, we focus on ourselves, right? Uh, if you want to know if they love you, you need to actually just ask them or feel it because Merced would not like if I started peeking into his curtains, He's not here to ask or she's not here to ask. So, um, I believe that pulls in karma. So respectfully, I won't do that. But what I focus on is what we're doing for our own self, right? What is the best way to show up with love and compassion and stay in our own lane, right? Help others where we can, but focus on us. So if you have to ask and if you're worried, then I would have a conversation. You don't have to take the question away. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to help you see. It should always be about you first. And if you have to ask, then the communication needs to be opened up a little better. Work together just a little better. And that takes time and practice and patience, especially if it's a new relationship. So don't just throw out the baby with the bathwater. If you're curious, uh, start really getting good on your communication. Keep your mom in my prayers. Thank you so much. I keep her in mind too. Compassion for others begins with kindness to ourselves. Carry this affirmation with you today. I am here right now, and that is enough. Amen. Then we have the time to relax is when you don't have time for it. Take the time to relax and unwind before bed without your phone or other media. Read a book, journal your thoughts on the day, or simply sit outside with the quiet in the night sky. Do your best to avoid screen time during this relaxation time. I don't know why I can't stop yawning every time I sit still now. Keep good company, read good books, love good things, and cultivate soul and body as faithfully as you can. Take 10 minutes out of your day to read. Just 10 minutes. Truly sacred rest is soul care. We honor quiet time alone. We intentionally step away from the chaos of life. We unplug from noise and distractions. We relish moments of tranquility. Pause, shed a layer, and recalibrate. That's really, really important. Gemini, I think you're just taking this adventure. You're just deciding that if I communicate with the universe and I start talking, I'm definitely going to move toward my goals. I'm going to hit my accomplishments because I found uh, the practical ways to go through it, right? You're putting in the work, you're doing the things, and you're finding the actionable steps, which, by the way, that's what I teach the most is not all the steps, just finding your next actionable step. And then maybe your next one and your next one until you start getting really good at finding your next step. Because I'm not here to just give you the answers. I'm here to help show you how to do it. So that each time that you need to or you're feeling stuck, you can go back and you can do it for yourself. Because when you can check in and do all those things yourself, your connection with Source becomes so much more amazing than you could ever begin to imagine. Geminis, how are they showing up? This is the self-care, yes. What are the extra steps they're taking? What is the practical adventures that they're doing? 3, I'll do one more shuffle just in case. Is that it? Alright. I knew there was one more coming. Alright. Oh, 2 more. Okay. So we got, I like this place and could willingly waste my time in it. You are not your schedule. Give thanks for the being that lives in you beneath the trappings of your life. You're alive, and this is a gift. You're starting to understand the adventure is you, getting to know you. And if you want to get to that big end goal, whatever it is, you obviously got to communicate with the universe, to yourself and to the universe. And then you actually got to take those practical steps, right? You can dream it into being, you can speak it, but then you got to balance it out with the doing, right? In the whole universe, this one and only place is the sole place which you have made your very own. Repeat this mantra throughout your day. My body is a miracle and a mystery, supporting all that I am. And give thanks for it every single day. Your body shows up for you even when it doesn't want to. Even when you feel tired, it still carries you all day, every day. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. To feel disappointed is to have cared. Today, feel compassion for your tender heart and for the gifts of love it offers. Yeah. Days are unusual. Imagine yourself manually turning off your autopilot mode. Look around. This day has never existed before. Oh, one of your practicalities is getting present, and I like that because that's a tool in your tool belt. And when you start understanding it, whether it's just an extra breath, whether it's just a look around, whether it's the rubbing the fingers, whether it's tapping the desk, whatever it takes to get your brain in the present for just a small moment, that is a practical tool. And you're starting to recognize that you actually have some of those in your tool belt you didn't even realize. Forget injuries. Never forget kindnesses. Think about recent kindnesses you've experienced and how they have shifted your outlook. What are some ways you can be kind to others around you today? Always pay it forward. Just because you're kind to someone, don't expect they have to give it to you all the time. Don't expect, they're not expecting it from you, but either. They're expecting you to pay it forward. That's what kindnesses are. They're given out of kindness. Like, there's no other way to say it, right? All right, what is do I want this one yet? No, let's do this one. Gemini, you're balancing, and you're treating it like an adventure to find the balance. Dance with life. Yeah, you get it. Okay, what is the energy? How are they flowing through this? Because it feels like they're doing a pretty good job. What is the energy, how they're doing it? Learning how to wait, pause, and say no. That is a good start, for sure. Is that it? I'm going to shuffle one more time. That's it? Oh, you didn't want to take that one? Call back your power. Cut the cord. Soul retrieval. You're understanding that it's okay to say no. It's okay to wait. It's okay to pause. No matter where you are at the adventure, at any time. Calling back your power, cutting the cords, you're releasing all of the things that no longer serve you. People, places, things. I'll read the no one. $26 also. You're being called to either pause or say no. Saying yes to something that isn't in alignment with you will drain your energy and your time. Hold out for a congruent, aligned 100% yes. And I always tell myself that's one of my boundaries. If it's not 100% yes, it's a no. Once you learn and you can actually you start upholding them, it starts to empower you in ways I can't even begin to explain. Often when we are looking for guidance to make a decision, it can be frustrating not to move into clear and considered action. However, timing is everything, and not receiving clear guidance is actually guidance in itself. We all go through times known as waiting periods. These times are crucial for our body to regenerate, for a new path to formulate, and the universe to begin creating things on your behalf. You don't need to be plowing forward all the time to move forward. A potent, congruent yes when the time is right will put you ahead leaps and bounds. Don't force things now just because it seems like it's the only option. Take a breather and wait. The waiting is actually very productive, for when the time for movement comes, you will be ready to dive right in. Use this time to regenerate and ponder what you truly want. Consider the options. If the options are not clear, don't fear, because this time is a gift. Use it to tend to your garden and take a rest. To take a moment from your busy life to clear the decks and prepare for the time in the future. For come spring, clarity will bloom and you will have the reserve space and drive to say yes and act and move very quickly. Say no, postpone, or wait. No is a full sentence. It took me many, many years to know that, to learn that, to understand that. And if there's anything else I could possibly say is urge you to understand, learn, and get used to saying no. It's very empowering, and it's not just to be mean or cruel. It's to protect your energy. It's one of the best things you can do. And I feel like that's what you're doing. Yeah, you're part of a team of souls. You're calling in support. You understand that you're doing the practical work, but you're communicating. You need support, right? You're working towards your accomplishment. You're treating it as an adventure, right? You're going on this endeavor, and you're like, I'm going to put in the work. I'm going to communicate, right? Where is it? In here somewhere. I'm going to communicate, right? These are my accomplishments, and I know I got to do the practical work, right? But I'm calling in support because I don't have all the answers. This is an adventure, and I'm excited for it, but I don't have all the answers, so I'm asking for help, right? So the universe is starting to send them to you, and if you've just stopped by here, if you're just new to my channel or you're just starting to get curious, believe it or not, I might be one of those people called in to give you a little help. A little empowerment, a little boost of love, whatever it is. Isn't that it? And get excited because the more you ask for it, the more it's going to start showing up. Just get ready to start noticing it. At some stage, we were each a part of a soul cluster, a gathering of souls who broke away from one another to experience themselves individually. Those who are part of your soul cluster are part of your star family. Your star family are those souls who are cut from the similar cosmic cloth. You haven't just experienced lifetimes together. Your souls were once actually one. It's very common for star family members to incarnate at similar times, to work with anchoring a similar frequency of light, and to cross paths with each other. You know that someone is part of your star family when you feel like you know and remember them from the moment you meet. They feel instantly familiar and comfortable. Time both passes quickly and stretches when you're with them. You feel more yourself with them than anyone else. It can sometimes feel like looking in the mirror, because in a way you are. Often you'll go out of your way to help those in your star family, instinctively knowing it's part of your path. When a star family member dies, you feel it very deeply, regardless of how long you knew them. A certain soul mourning or soul breaking occurs. Think about the people in your life. Who do you feel is part of your star family? If this card comes up in a spread, it's likely that you've met someone who is part of your star family or you're about to. What do you think? Who do you think is from the same star family as you? How can you call upon them for support? Sometimes it's just them showing up, them saying, hello, I see you, you matter. You know, sometimes it's the smallest thing, right? Being able to be yourself around them, that's a pretty exciting thing. You're on this adventure, and you're treating it like an adventure, which is the best way you could possibly treat it, because you get to have some fun with it, right? What, baby? You're bored? Go outside and play. How can you be bored? So go get your kitty cat.
She's not here.
Where is she?
Well, yes, she is.
All right.
I told you that you were.
Conclusions are within reach. Prosperity lies ahead. Yeah, you're calling out for help, and you're starting to understand. You're learning how to expect powerful change. You and your loved ones are safe, which is good. You're very close to achieving your goal. Yeah, you've taken on this adventure. You're calling in the help. And by the way, just because you're close to achieving your goal does not mean that's your end goal forever, right? One thing I've noticed and learned very well. Where did I just put that? Is that we tend to move the goalposts our own self, and then we wonder why we're not hitting our goals when we actually hit our goal 25 times and just moved it because we got a little more clear and got a little more understanding of uh, what it was we wanted, which is exactly what we're supposed to be doing. I'm missing, well, I'll do this one after. Let's do these. So these are a little fun. These are called Better Than Yesterday, and they're just ways to get out of your shell, have a little fun, and a little more way to help you treat it like an adventure, right? Little practical tools, ideas, fun. Who cries? So give me just like, that's too many. I'll take the top one. That's way too many. Just give me, you gave me 3 already. Give me 2 more. Mix them up good. We want 2 more for my Geminis. How are they going to balance the practicality with the adventure and communicate? How can they step out of their shell, get out of their comfort zone, and put your phone far away from your bed tonight? Totally disconnect from your phone at night and resist the urge to check it while in bed. That's a good start. Mix things up and have breakfast for dinner. Mixing up your routine is a great reminder of all the things that in life that can still surprise you. Miss Grace, why are you yelling? Drop off dog/cat food to a local shelter. Shelters are always in need of resources. You'll make an immediate impact. Always nice when you know you can make an immediate impact. It also makes you feel a little more empowered, and you get to see the cycle complete, right? Even no matter how small of a level. That's why celebrating your wins, no matter how big or small, these small little tiny things, they're meant to be fun, simple, but also extremely empowering, so you can celebrate them and cheer yourself on and empower yourself to do bigger and better things. Leave something nice at your neighbor's door. Bond with your neighbors and do something for them just because you can. That's one of my favorite things to do. I have the best neighbors. Spend a couple minutes talking and listening to a child. Remind yourself of the awe and wonder of being young and curious. Okay. And for those of you that don't have kids, yes, by all means, do this all the time. But for those of us that actually have a million kids, don't have a million kids, but for those of us that have kids, and that's all we get to talk to, switch it up and talk to an adult. Just talk to something, the opposite of whatever it is you're always around. Challenge yourself to spend $0 today. Practice gratitude and remind yourself of the abundance you have in your life. Amen. Little small empowering things, but then you get to end the cycle quickly, right? Each day, no matter what happens, this one small little thing, whatever 1 or 2 you choose, when you do it, it's an absolute completed cycle. You thought about it, you did it, the action step, and then you got to close it out, which is amazing. And those are fantastic ways to start learning how to celebrate yourself. And while you're on this adventure, calling in your star family, calling in your help. I was going to say moon tribe, so maybe some of y'all, your star family also has some moon family. Loving compassion. Ooh, you're learning how to give it to yourself or others. Actually, give me one more of that, because I like that. Because the loving compassion is fantastic, but what are they doing? Is it with themselves? Or are they showing it for other people? Which is both, either one good, but I'm just kind of curious. Oh, something to do with animals. Definitely furred and feathered friends. And that's funny, because that was the dog shelter one. Solar plexus, radiant illumination, that's what gives you confidence. So if it's a furry feathered friends that really brings you joy and makes you happy, then you know, if that's where you feel your deepest connection, then obviously it's a lot easier to give that loving compassion. And if that's where you have to pull from to give that same loving compassion to yourself, then how you treat your furry feathered friends, start turning that inward. Because that's, I think, what you're doing. You're just, that's where you're pulling from, and that's how you're learning. And that's good, because that kind of love that they give to you is truly unconditional. Then hug your kitty. All right. Loving kindness is one of the greatest forces available to us on earth. It has the ability to transform all. Unconditional love is the vibration most closely aligned with God or the divine. When we allow ourselves to drop deep into the heart space, we feel interconnected and in a state of oneness. As we choose to direct our lives with love, all that is not real or serving us will drop away. Conflicts resolve, power struggles dissolve, and a sense of inner peace and comfort will radiate from within. Love is the root of happiness. When we can fluidly give and receive with the ease of breathing in and out, we can fly freely. Love and compassion is a fundamental element in the balance of life. It holds the seeds of the new paradigm of evolution. When doing hands-on healing, this is the force we call on. It is a life force energy or God essence, and it brings healing, vitality, and transformation to everything it touches. When we manifest or affirm something into the world from a place of love, the reasoning imbued in the statement will reflect our intent. If we manifest from fear, our journey will bring all the learning needed to gear us back into love. Unconditional love transcends duality. It sees beyond the reasoning and situation to allow new stories to be told and for new beginnings to emerge. It transmutes all that is out of balance and back to 0 point and bridges heaven and earth. This card invites you to bring more loving to the situation at hand, whether it is towards yourself or someone connected to the question. It may imply a need for forgiveness or for seeing things from a fresh, more expansive perspective. This card is a reminder that you are loved and have infinite access to the gentle yet powerful force, hold on, Grace, of loving compassion as and when you need it. To bring yourself back into your heart, think about those you love and the moments with them where you have felt joy. Expand this feeling out more and more to more and more people, creatures, and places until the whole planet is infused with this beautiful, warm, and loving feeling. Yeah. You're treating it like an adventure, and you're showing up, and that loving compassion is, that was interesting. Oh, I feel like you're pulling it from your love and compassion from your furry feathered friends, whether it's your animal, your cats, your dogs, whatever. Actually, let's do the gem first. Action steps. It doesn't matter how big or small, right? And when we start figuring out what these little tools are, you realize you already have so many of them. Actually, I don't want to do that one yet either. I want these ones. I almost forgot these ones. Can't have that. Okay, give me a couple of these for my Geminis because they're doing so well. They're showing up on the path. Gentleness is the path of peace. Yeah, you're on the adventure for peace, but not in a bad way. Give me one more, please. Just one more. Are you okay? Make the best of every situation. Amen. With God, everything is possible. Matthew 19:26. I think that this is on another one in here. Use loving strength and discernment. I'm not trying to win the approval of people, but of God. If pleasing people were my goal, I would not be Christ's servant. Galatians 1:10. Leave a trail of love as you walk across the earth. O Lord, what a variety of things you have made. In wisdom you have made them all. Psalms 104:24. Gentleness is the path of peace. The Lord is my shepherd. I have all that I need. Psalms 23:1-3. Face your future with boldness and strength. As soon as I pray, you answer me. You encourage me by giving me strength. Psalms 138:3. Honor your uniqueness. Thank you for making me so wonderfully complex. Your workmanship is marvelous. How well I know it. Psalms 139:14. That was a lot of Psalms too, which is joy. It speaks of a lot of joy and praise. So while you're doing all your speaking and on your adventure and communicating with the world, with the universe, talking to God, you're boosting your self-worth. Do it with praise. Praise for you, praise for God, praise for all of the things that you've done well, praise for even the things that you didn't do so well. 12021. Thank you. What is the gem for my Geminis? Ooh. Orange calcite. What it is, orange calcite is the hot-blooded, artistic, love-on-the-brain wild child of the calcite family. Who needs it? Artists holding the proverbial paintbrush and staring at the proverbial blank canvas. Anyone whose sex life needs a little more life. Where to put it? The honeymoon suite, the studio. When to use it? When you want to make something beautiful, orange calcite's energy is all about breaking through the fog and the fear that hang on to the path to creation. When you want to add some energy to your creative process or take on the Kama Sutra one page at a time, get with orange calcite sun-kissed vibes. Unlock your creativity. Okay, Gemini. Get it done. You said you wanted it to be an adventure. I see that may be part of your adventure. Once you know how to love yourself, it's not so bad. You can have a little more adventure, right? A little more loving adventure, I guess. All right, what is the angel number? Good for you. What was that again? Oh, no. If you wanted to do that one, spit it out. 888, karma. Uh-oh. No, I said, uh-oh. What the hell? It's not a bad word. 888. That's usually my number. Karma, balance, prosperity, success, wealth, cycles, cause and effect, and gratitude. Abundance is on the way, and it extends beyond just financial wealth. This is a reminder that true fortune encompasses all aspects of life. If you don't appreciate those around you today, they may not be there tomorrow. Take responsibility for your actions and use this awareness to unlock your greatest potential. Amen. So, yes, that's what we're going to do, I think. Sometimes I have to, that indecision creeps in for all of us, all the time. I almost pulled out another deck that I already had, but it's day 30. I'm not killing myself today. I got some other stuff to do, and I want to get out there and clean it. Give me 2 more. But it's day 30. Got it done. We made it all. 1, 2, 3. The difficult relationships in my life are the perfect mirror for me to look more closely at my own behavior. And then on the other side of that is, I welcome healthy, loving relationships. You're starting to speak on what you actually want, which is fantastic. My genuine desire to serve clears the path for me to step into my purpose. Amen. Every cell in my body is conscious and communicates with each positive thought I have. Amen. It's safe to slow down, relax, and let go. Amen. Gemini, you're treating your self-love, you're treating it like an adventure. You're communicating with the universe, you're celebrating your small accomplishments, and you're doing all the practical steps. You're looking for the practical steps, and you're treating your love, your desires, your things that you want in life as the starting point for your communications. You're choosing it, which is fantastic. June is going to be a good month, and I hope you get out, and I hope you have a bunch of fun in your little crazy wild adventures, it sounds like. Get those gemstones. It sounded, there might be a little love on your, coming to your vicinity, I guess. Oh, free will. It's up to you. As long as you're doing the practical steps. But remember, those practical steps have to be what works for you. Not what somebody tells you. What works for you. Come on now, get in there. Okay, well, I made my day 30. This is it. I don't know if I'll come for a bonus day or not tomorrow. We'll see how life happens, what goes on. Otherwise, I'm not going to stay on much longer because my kid's been asking for noodles for the last 2 hours, although she just had fast food right before we got here, so she's not going to die. But it's about dinner time. I know, I just said that. It's getting close to dinner time. I'm going to get off here, and we'll see if I do a bonus day tomorrow. 49 to 125. All right, this is what I got for you guys. I love you guys. I hope you have a good day, and maybe we'll see you tomorrow. I love you. Bye.